Well guys, how you doing? But Lilttle Apani, I had to get her out because she's made a little mess, though her messes are getting a little bit bigger too. Not as big as, say for example, this fellow, but certainly getting bigger, and that's why she needs to go and switch over to my little Maya's enclosure, which I'm just looking at. She's hiding in her hide. But today I'm actually going to let Lilttle Apani go on to the jungle gym because she's never done this. You know, I generally get my little girl out and I hold her because she's little, but she's getting bigger, and it's time to let her stretch out, have an explore, which you know right now she's in a little tub, so she only gets a very limited space to actually have a little look around. And yeah, I wanted her to come out and have a little stretch out and get some exercise, and she's entitled to it as much as the big guys are, just in a smaller environment for her. I think that by letting your snake do this sort of thing, you will get to know them, a whole lot more. I wouldn't want her to fall at all, and I think she's quite safe on this as well. Lots of things for her to grip and grab a hold of, and it's like, wow, what is this? Like I've never been on this, Mum. It's all brand new. I do let her explore when I get her out. I put her down and she's able to, crawl around here and on me, and of course in my glasses and in my head, and Apani likes that very much and sticks pretty close to me. But I'm hoping that she will enjoy this and feel very safe on it, and of course she's going to move on up and get the enjoyment of the smaller hangout space that I have for these little ones, just for my liking, a little bit too small for her to be doing that right now. And here I can keep a much better eye on it as well and make sure that she remains quite safe. But leading into this, it's about understanding that to get to know your snakes is not looking at them through a piece of glass or the plastic, as in Apani's case is. You need to get to know your snake, and the only way that you will get to know your snake is by letting them out and watching them out of their enclosure. You will not and cannot possibly know your snake by watching it in an enclosure. It's, for me, impossible. And I would hope that by getting them out and watching what they do and how they react to things, and not just you, the environment in which you've got them out in, and it allows your snake to become comfortable and to enjoy exploring and not be afraid to do it. Even these little ones, Apani's like, wow, I have not had so much climbing space. Like, where can I go? And I don't want her on the ground. at all, but she is free to check everything out here. But yeah, you will not get to know your snake by leaving them in their enclosure and observing them through that glass. It is impossible, and they will in turn not get to know you. You know, they know that when you slide that glass door open, or you open the door, more often than not it's to get a feed or to be put in a tub to have their own little home cleaned out. But you certainly will not get to know your snake and its personality. And now she wants to explore, of course, even further than this, which I expect, of course, from her. But yeah, I just thought I'd share this little video of Apani checking things out other than me and my body and my hand. This is, you know, what I recommend that you do have, if you can, available for your snake to explore and stretch out and use those muscles and get some exercise, especially these little ones who should not be forgotten, are entitled to it as much as our bigger snakes. And we all know how much our bigger snakes need that exercise and stimulation. And you will see personality and what their personalities are like by doing this with them, and not necessarily, you know, keeping them fixed to you, which I've done with Apani. But today I thought, hang on a minute, I'm going to get you out and I'm going to let you have an explore, all on your own, so to speak, all on her own. And she's doing great. She's like all over that and thinking, I know she's thinking, this is fabulous. This is really, really fabulous. So what do you think? Think she's enjoying that?
Yeah.
I think she is too.
But I think she should be like a little bit older, and she should have better grip with her tail, because if she falls off with that tail...
It's a big fall, isn't it, for a little girl like Apani is?
Yeah. But you shouldn't take the risk.
No, Apani doesn't care whether you're human or an inanimate object. She'll climb you. She'll come to you. No issues with Apani at all, in being very people friendly and welcoming to you putting your hand out to her. She'll climb on you. But I'm glad she's liking it. So I'm just going to let her check everything out here. I think that's a bit blurry. And there she is. What's that big black thing, Mum?
Computer. I thought that guy.
There she is.
I thought that guy from next door was the mailman. But
Amazing, their body strength. Even these little ones have great muscles, great strength to stretch out and explore. But you have to keep your eye on them. They disappear and can disappear very, very quickly. Of course, so yeah, got to have eyes in the back of your head with these little guys, just like our kids, you know, our little kids. Got to have eyes in the back of your head. Hey, Miss Apani. Alright guys, I'm going to finish off because I want to get to the shop today and get some shopping done for these little ones, and make sure they've got the size feeders I need, which sometimes they don't, and I have to compromise and use my brain and go, okay, well, you can have 2 of these instead of 1 of those, and so forth. And for me, so long as they've got a full belly, that is the main thing. And I don't want to go in on the table at all. So to eliminate that, you just move it. And you might be thinking, oh no, it's too far for me to go now. Hey, Missy. Hey? Oh well, you know the camera, don't you? Alright, she's disappearing. Back onto my hand. So anyway, that was a little explore for her. Now she's just coming back to her mum, which that's what Apani does. Comes back to her mum. Alright, you take care of yourself and your family and your snacks. Big, small, in between, doesn't matter. Take care of them. Ciao.